the upside of failure as we do on a Friday. And today we are joined by a powerhouse of a woman. And I think somebody who will truly inspire some of you listening today. When we talk about pivoting, diverting, changing, evolving, growing, this is what her story is all about. Mathebe Ngwenya, South African entrepreneur and founder of Beauty on Tap, joins us. If you don't know about Beauty on Tap, don't worry, we're going to tell you all about it. 011 883 0702 and the WhatsApp line 072 702 1702. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming through.
Well, thank you so much for having me, and happy birthday to you.
Thank
happy
you.
birthday.
Thank you so much. The fourth floor. Life looks interesting from up here.
Oh, nice. I'm so happy. Happy birthday. You look good.
Thank you.
You look good. Doesn't even show.
Thank you. I appreciate. They say you must never look like your problems, ne?
Exactly.
Ever.
Ever.
Whatever those problems are, don't look like them.
But happy birthday. That's
Thank
really,
you.
really amazing.
And thank you for coming through. In terms of, and maybe share with everybody what Beauty on Tap is about before we really go into what it took for you to be where you are.
So I think I was on your show long ago at 5
Very,
a.m.
very long ago, girl.
Long ago, yeah. And
It feels like we were in a completely different, was it not like 6-7 years ago?
yes,
Yeah.
and I remember immediately after a show I was working across the road at Rand Merchant Bank. So I had to do the show, then I got to work at like 6 a.m.
Yes.
Because it was still a side hustle at the time.
Oh my gosh.
And I think we had just kind of like launched, and the e-commerce store was still so small. It had just transitioned from the app, the Find a Beauty Service app, to
Yes.
the e-commerce store, and we still focused on natural hair at the time, and it was still really small. I think at the time I was on your show, we had like 10 brands.
Yes.
And it's just amazing that I'm on your show a week before we opened Sandton City. So it's kind of like I've journeyed, and it's like right time, right place. I was supposed to be here on your 40th birthday even.
Right?
Yeah. So, I mean, Beauty on Tap started off as a Find a Beauty Service app. In 2015, we launched. And a year later, we launched an e-commerce website after receiving feedback that people love the products that we listed on our directory on the app, but they want a platform where they can just buy all their favorite products on one place and have one delivery. And we started off with natural hair products, and it's just transitioned over the years. We've added more and more brands. During COVID, the company kind of just grew. And we started adding more skincare brands, and it's now kind of focused more on skincare. And I've said, you know, when I spoke to you, probably at 10 brands. I think we have over 80 brands now on
Wow.
the website. We have local brands, international brands, Korean skincare as well. And we've launched brick and mortar stores. So there's been a lot that's happened over the past few years, but it's basically just a cleanser to self-care Sunday candles
Yes.
platform where you can just get everything you need that is beauty related.
I want to know, especially because of how you started, when do you decide that your side hustle is ready to become your main hustle? Because I'm sure for many, they find themselves at the place where you're like, I feel like if I just gave all my time to this thing, it would cover my bills. Because you do get to that place where you're like, you're not coping. But it's not a straightforward make a decision and go because, oh, suddenly it's making you enough money to
Yeah.
leave. What did you use? Because there are also those individuals who are like, nope, I'm giving it all, whether it's making me money, you know.
Yeah.
What was the decider for you?
I think I love that you said for me, because I don't think there's a definitive answer. I can kind of guide on what I did to decide. So I side hustled Beauty on Tap for, is it 7 years, I think, before
Yo.
deciding I'm going in full time. I've been full time there for 3 years now. And for me, my mom said I should say hi as well. She's like, why not have you? I was like, I know, Mom, I know.
Please tell me. It's so weird when my parents know everybody. Please tell me. Oh my gosh.
It's Auntie Pat, my mom. Pat, she was friends with Mama Duku from long ago. I think from
How did I
Lesotho
not
days.
connect these days?
Yes, from long ago.
Oh my God. And I
yes.
know my Aunt Duku and my mom are probably listening in. So, oh my
Yes.
gosh, Mama Pat.
Mama Pat, yes. So I was like, oh, Mom, she's like, when are you on the Lebohile show? I'm like, now. So she's listening. So
Hi, Mama Pat. I think the last time I had bumped into her in Durban with Rati. We were
Probably.
holidaying and we bumped into each other at Oyster Box
Oh,
by the
yes,
pool.
it makes sense.
And I think she bought us drinks. Thank you. Oh my God. Isn't it
Yes.
wild how, and I don't know if you feel this way, because our parents' generation comes from an era where it was everybody helping everybody.
It
They
was a
all know each
community,
other.
exactly.
We don't have that like we used to. Like I get so
Yeah.
excited when I find out that somebody's parent knows, you know, or
Yeah.
like Kagiso Lediga was like, it turns out our moms know each other.
Yeah,
And now we meet years later in the
This
business.
small, yeah. The world is this small, but she was just like excited. So
Oh man.
yeah, my mom was super strict with me going full time. She was like, you can't go full time until the business can pay you a salary. And kind of like every year you're in a job, you're getting increases, you're getting bonuses, and you kind of like, I need to make the leap now because otherwise I'm just
It gets
gonna,
harder to leave.
it's going to get harder to leave. So for me, it had to be that the business actually needed me. I didn't just want to leave because I had to know that every single day when I go to Beauty on Tap as a job, there's going to be work for me to do. I'm going to be contributing some kind of value for the salary I earn. And then, of course, the financial component was also really important. So I only left really when the business could afford to pay me and sustain me and help me with expenses. And when I felt that I could add real value by being there every single day. So those were my deciding factors.
What do you think the role is as an entrepreneur? I have this conversation so often with so many of my small business owners who are friends, and we know each other's struggles. And we always say, like, actually, you should be putting your energy in, like, your job as a business owner is sales, is getting the new business in, not the, you know, the grinding. And I hear so many different theories, but I'm curious for you, especially when you said, when I can say that the business is going to derive a certain value out of me, because I think that is so critical. Being an owner is one thing, being operationally involved in the business is another thing. Where do you think the success has come from for you as an entrepreneur? Has it been learning how to scale the business up? Has it been appointing somebody else? I mean, I don't know if you know of Huda Beauty. I'm sure you know the story. And then she stopped being the CEO. Then she's like, nope, I'm coming back. I don't recognize my business anymore.
For me, I think there's quite a few things, I think, critical roles that I've played in the business. So by profession, I'm a CA, I'm a chartered accountant. And so in terms of things like sales and marketing and formulation, because we have our own in-house brands, I don't have that expertise. Marketing, I'm kind of just passionate about, so I get it. But for me, I think the importance was seeing that this is a business that is growing and now kind of wanting to establish it as a full sustainable business. So coming in, making sure that they proper processes, that if things have to be signed off, that they actually signed off, to kind of not let the business run away and kind of be a mess and not be able to fulfill customer orders. And also to go in and scale the business, and how we can scale the business responsibly. Is it getting financing? Is it looking how we can self-finance? And so when I went full time, I was more focused on that stuff and as well as scaling. And I mean, a year after I went full time, we were able to open a store at Mall of Africa, just because I was fully focused on the business there every single day and overseeing the operations of the business as well. And for me, I think a big focal point of Beauty on Tap has always been customer service, making sure we deliver efficiently. So kind of not letting those core values or value contributors to customers, making sure that those don't slip away. So I think that's what my contribution has been. And also just making sure we hire the right people. I think getting the right people into your business is super important. And so that was a key focal point for me as well. Like, I'm on maternity leave now. Well, kind of.
I'm like, ma'am, you are at work right
I'm
now.
literally, I'm at work. Everyone's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, girl, I've been at work the day I gave birth. They were texting me.
Yes.
So, you know, being on maternity leave and knowing that the business is still fully functional because I got the right talent in is quite amazing. So that's something I'm really proud of as well in the business, is that the team is able to keep it running even though I'm not there fully.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, I really want to delve into that journey, because I also feel like being a CA has its own moralo that you carry with it. We continue the upside of failure when we come back. 22 minutes to 3 o'clock, the upside of failure. And we're continuing with our conversation with South African entrepreneur and founder of Beauty on Tap. That's Tap with 2 P's. If you want to check out the business, Mathebe Ngwenya is with us, has been sharing her journey. And I think what an inspirational story it really is. We get your comments and your questions on 011 883 0702 and the WhatsApp line 072 702 1702. When you were now in your professional working space, what was the allure to start a side hustle? Like, what happened? Because there are the people who fall into it where, because they just loved being the one buying skincare, for example, now everyone's like, where did you get that? And then that's how the business starts. But that's not the case for everybody.
I think so. It started off with a friend getting married, and we needed to look for a makeup artist in Cape Town. And not being from Cape Town, I was just like, there should be an app where you can just click on a makeup artist and the location, you can click on that, and then you get a full directory. And I was like, why doesn't that exist? And I literally just looked into it. I looked if there was anything in the market like that, an app. And then I was like, actually, let me just start it. Let me see how it goes. And so the Beauty on Tap app, which is basically Beauty on Tap, TAPp app, started in September 2015. And I think just over time, I was just listening to people and they were just giving feedback on how the business should evolve. And I think Beauty on Tap just evolved based on people's feedback and listening to what people were saying. And I think, when I started Beauty on Tap, I was just more passionate about local small businesses as well. And I had my braider who used to come to my house, Shumi, and she was like, it's so hard to get customers. And I was like, with this app, maybe people will get more customers as well. So the whole point has just been helping local beauty businesses have a shop front. And giving them, a store where they don't have to have this huge working capital requirement. And that's just been the evolution of the business, has been more wanting to help small local beauty brands. And I think my thing has always been helping small businesses, and beauty kind of found me. But I've always been passionate about beauty. I mean, when you look at your grandmother getting ready and your mom doing her hair, as a girl, you're just like, I also just want to do this stuff when I grow up. So it's just kind of been something in the family, and that located me as well.
So when you now decided to do this, because there are many people who stumble upon, why is no one doing this? Maybe I should do it. But between that and doing it are two completely different things.
Yeah.
Especially if you're completely out of your depth. The part of it, like you said, is tech. The other part is beauty. Where did you even begin?
Because it was tech, I had no idea where to start. I'm not a coder. Back then in 2015, finding people who could code for you was just so hard and so expensive. I found a colleague of mine who said, I actually want to partner with you on this. And so at least I had somebody who was also pushing and motivating. I think when you have an idea, share it with people. There could be that one person who says, let's do it. Let's actually see where this can take us. And so I think having a co-founder at the time kind of helped me push, because there was somebody holding me accountable as well to the idea. And I always say to people, if you have an idea that sparks into your mind, there isn't an idea that belongs to a single person. There have been lots of people who've started Beauty on Taps, whether they've succeeded or it hasn't worked out. So always start. There's somebody that can also take your idea and start as well. So just like take a chance and see how it works out.
So in that regards, what made you know that you're moving in the right direction? Sometimes the beginning of the journey is extremely tough, where you're not seeing return on the fruits for a long time.
You.
And